Welcome back to Nate's Vintage Trains. This video is Los Angeles Live Steamers 2025 Spring Meet. This was back in May. Plenty of stuff to see here. A good amount of action on a 1-inch scale, which I wish I got more of, but there's always a good number of things going on, and this might be the only video I post for this meet. We'll see about that in the coming weeks. But please do enjoy this video, and let's get on with it. Soon after I arrived, Leno showed up in a double. Boy, that was a nice car. It's a steam-powered car, one of 20 or so that were made. You can check out his video on Leno's Garage. If you don't know that channel, you're living under a rock, or two, just go and watch the video.
Where do you put the lineup? Yeah.
As usual, there's a lot of familiar faces, a good variety of trains, which are also very familiar. All sizes, shapes, types, almost anything you can think of and then some. If you hear any music or songs in the background, that's because there's some friends of mine in Orange County I was hanging out with that have a speaker, or they were just reciting lyrics from songs out of their head. Yeah, you might hear a bit of Starlight Express in this if you know your musicals.
That's the way to get around.
As you see, I finally got my own personal engine out and about on the track. I love this thing. Basically, it's the same thing as my Mack locomotive. At the end of this video, there will be an update about the status of that locomotive. But we got a shop switcher as my primary source of motive power, if you will.
this engine. Oh, that is so nice.
Now we're going to get some 1-inch scale, 4 3/4 inch gauge, or 1 to 12 scale locomotives for a little variety here. This is a lot smaller than the standard 1.5 scale, or about 1/8 or 1.6. Check out my video on scale and gauge at some point. Links will be down below.
Keywords for now?
Yeah. I just don't know where your car
There was also some Gauge 1 or G-scale trains, whatever you want to call it, running on the high line or elevated line. Not much going on, and I didn't get much footage. One of the highlights of the whole meet was the auction. There were a couple pieces of rolling stock and a diesel locomotive and a large steam locomotive involved as part of the auction. This is a Little Engines Pacific, and this is being hauled around by its new owner, with a friend of mine sitting on the locomotive itself to make sure it doesn't derail or anything. Yeah, this ought to be fun, so I'd like to see how much progress he makes in the coming future.
See if it makes it up the hill.
Right? Okay, Nate. If he doesn't, we have to start pushing.
We are coming to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you can. At least watch some more videos. That always helps out. Like, comment, all that good YouTube stuff. I do have memberships for $1 a month if you're interested. Just a few small things that help me out any way you can. And if you do become a member, you get early access to see the videos. I'm not very consistent about the day that I post the videos, but hey, it'll help me out some if you can. Anyway, this is Nate's Vintage Trains. Keep it old school, Jesus loves you, and God bless you all. Also, one of the smallest locomotives to show up, the smallest, was a 3.5-inch gauge 040 locomotive. I wasn't able to see it run around the track though, darn it.